Can I help you? Yeah. Um, yeah, my name's Candy. They sent you over here to this spot right here, this desk. Yeah, okay. It's your first day. Okay, and who sent you over here? The front desk? Okay. You see, sometimes the front desk is wrong. They're just wrong, you know. So I'm gonna make a call real quick, cause um, I gotta know something. Okay? Can I just check real quick? Do you mind? Yeah, I just want to make sure you're not in the wrong place. That makes sense? Okay, give me 1 second, man. Yeah, just 1 second. Hi, Masha. Yes, I'm sure you already can take a guess at why I'm calling you. Yeah. So why do I have a lost puppy at my desk here? I didn't expect that I was gonna be training today. I did not get the memo. Was the memo sent? I don't know. I didn't get anything. Um, I thought Justin was more qualified to train, and he's the go-getter. I guess I just thought he'd be the one to take care of this situation. Yeah, it's a rotation, huh? Okay. All right. I'll I'll do what I can. Okay. I'll do my best. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay, Marcia. Thank you. Yep. Bye. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. You're stuck with me today, I guess. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily the most qualified person to get you imprinted into the company here, but we're gonna do what we can, and it's gonna be a long day. That's okay. That's all right. It's fine. Let me just say, it's not your fault. A lot of miscommunication here in this building. Something I guess you're gonna have to get used to, unfortunately. So yeah, but we'll make the most of it. I'll give you the grand tour, I suppose, and walk you through all the BS. So yeah. All right. Well, my name's Candy. Nice to meet you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I've been here about 4 years now, I think. It's hard to keep track. I don't really keep count. I really don't like to. It's pretty awful. um, but it's not that bad. It's fine. It's fine. Do you know if they got you through like all the onboarding stuff with like getting you put in the system and all that? Okay, usually that's something they're supposed to handle, but I guess I can help you out with that since I'm here. Let's see. Okay. What was the paperwork that they gave you? They give you any paperwork? Yeah. Oh, okay. Crumpled it like a monkey, didn't you? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is. I don't know. This is just basic paperwork. This is fine. Um, Let me just get you entered into the system here. I'm gonna create a profile for you. Okay. Okay. What was your first name again? And middle. And last. Is that common spelling? Okay. All right. Date of birth. Okay. And your address. neighborhood. I'm sorry. I used to live down in that area a few years ago. Can't say I really upgraded since then, though. It's hard to find a good spot in this city. Okay. And your phone number. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. I mean, that's really all I gotta sign you up with. I mean, eventually there'll be spots for like a cubicle number and like all that stuff. What are they getting you set up with here? Like, are you gonna be okay, you're gonna be in tech and all that, okay. Well, I guess they're just kinda, I don't know, they're throwing you to the wolves here with me. I mean, I don't really know my way around that department as much. I guess maybe they're just kind of giving you an idea of what we do here. I don't really know. I don't know why they would do this to me. Yeah, let me just close out all these tabs here, okay? Okay, let's start fresh here, why don't we? Instead of giving you the company procedure type training process that they usually want to set up, I'll just tell you some of the stuff that I know about the office, kind of give you a little bit of a rundown of what it's like socially around here. How's that sound? Okay? Okay. Let's try a few things, okay? Let's see what I can think of. Okay, it's early. I mean, I didn't think I was going to be in this situation today, right? So, let's see. Yeah, I could remember that. All right, so I'm going to give you a rundown of everybody that works here, okay? So, you got Marcia, and she is our head supervisor. So she's big wig, tip top. A little bit drama about that. So when Masha took over, like a year ago, I think, things changed a lot at this company. You see, when I first started working here, it was so laid back. I mean, there were days where we would just be sitting around all day long, just talking and talking and talking. And sometimes people would bring in like poker and we play, and sometimes we would like, well, I mean, these are the old days, so it's not like I can really get in trouble for this now, but like we'd actually go out to the movies once in a while, if we had enough time. It was very loose at this company before Masha took over. Suzanne was our original supervisor. Oh my goodness, God rest her soul. She's not dead. She just, got ejected. It was really after they found out that like she was stealing company time. Really, is how they like to call it. I don't know. It's a big company. I don't really think that they should care that much, to be honest. It's kind of ridiculous what they care about and what they don't. Yeah, there was a lot of drama here in those times, because we had a few people that had to step in and take over for Suzanne before Masha came in. It was a few month period where we were looking for the right person to fill the position. Suzanne got ejected pretty fast. She would bring in a lot of alcoholic beverages to the workplace, and that's not really something that the company looks kindly upon. Let's just say that. And so a lot, went down during that time. And then lovely Masha showed up and saved the day like Superman. And now we run a pretty tight ship around here is what she wants. She wants us to take things very seriously. She wants us to, establish a solid workplace environment, and she wants to make sure that we are productive. And every single cubicle except mine's got the hang in there baby poster, and I'm so sick of seeing it. She tried to get me to set it up in mine, and I just can't do it. I can't fall for the company ploys and all that. And pretending that they care about us kind of thing is just ridiculous. So anyways, you know, that's Masha, right? So that guy down the way, you see him around the corner? That's Justin. So Justin is our department supervisor. Kind of. I don't know. Our title's a little all over the place. I just call him our department supervisor because he kind of manages a lot of things in this area here. This whole department here is a little hinky. We've got a few people like Ralph down there. I'll write him down. I'm going to put DDS for Ralph. Doesn't do shit. Nothing. He sits there all day. I mean, you know, I'm just going to say I don't do a whole lot around here. You know, I mean, like, yeah, you saw me. I read, you know, I hang out, you know, but I do get stuff done. I make sure I get my workload done at some point, you know. But yeah, Ralph over there, nothing. He sits there and he snacks all day long, and often he sleeps, and he never gets in trouble for it, you know. That's the best part. That is the best part. And you know why? He is the son-in-law to Masha. So, of course, he's going to get special treatment. So keep an eye on that situation. That's just kind of how it goes. There's a little bit of nepotism around here, so it's something to keep an eye on, right? I mean, I guess is that even really nepotism if it's his son-in-law? I don't know. She's got kind of a weird relationship with that guy, Ralph. Don't tell anybody that I still... What am I trying to say here? Don't tell anybody that I told you this, but I think there's some, like, weird stuff going on between Masha and Ralph. Even though, you know, he's her son-in-law, I think there's kind of a thing going on there. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But, yeah, like I said, don't tell anybody I told you that, okay? I gotta keep things interesting around here somehow. I mean, that's what I do. I'm a watcher, you know, I just kind of keep an eye on things around here and try and keep myself upbeat, to try and keep myself afloat. You know, Masha just wants people to keep their head down and get their work done, but I'm more about keep my head up and see what other people are doing kind of person. That's how I've always been. I'm a watcher. I'm a looker. I wish. But, yeah. A matter of fact, if you ever need... keep nail polish around here. Not really supposed to. I've spilled it a few too many times, and so this desk has suffered a bit throughout the years. And that's really the only way that she found out a couple times that I was working on things. The first time I almost tried to lie to her and tell her it was blood and tell her that I needed to, you know, go on work leave for a bit, but I think that it was a little too dark to be blood, and so she wouldn't have believed me anyways. But I'm just always trying to get out of here, you know how it goes. But yeah, she's gotten me in trouble a couple times here and there, Masha. Masha really favors Justin too, which I'm not gonna lie, Justin, he's you know, he's something alright. I'll just say that. But it does drive me absolutely insane that Justin started 2 days after I did, which was whatever it was, 4 years ago or something like that now, and he makes just a pinch more than I do, just a pinch. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much because, you know, that's private. But, yeah, I think she really favors him. Apart from Ralph, of course, you know. But, you know, Justin, he's great. He does his job. He gets things done. He keeps an eye on everybody. He watches over everything. But, yeah, it's still a little bit silly that Masha plays favorites and gives raises to people that she likes the most. And it's not over seniority at all. Anyways, hopefully you won't have to deal with that. Those are the top 3 I got. Those are really the 3 that are important right now. Oh, and I guess Melissa too. I'll write Melissa down just so that you've got a few people under your belt to understand, you know. So Melissa's our secretary. She's who you talked to earlier, I assume. So Melissa, she's ditzy. She's a real ditzy. And she really sucks up to Masha. And yeah, let's just say it's an unhealthy sort of suck it up, you know, like the old brown nosing kind of thing. And it really just irks me, honestly. It really irks me. We used to have a lot of fun around here before Masha showed up. And now it's been about a year like this, and everybody's just kind of turned their nose right up and gotten their work done, and it just, I don't know, I guess I'm just the last loner who doesn't really want to fall into the vault of the system, I suppose. But here's your list. We'll start with that for now. No one else really matters. I wish I could easily, honestly say that, but you know, this department isn't huge. You know, you're gonna see people around here. You're gonna see Jeff walking down the hall. He's from, you know, second floor. You're gonna see a handful of people around, but that's how it goes. As a matter of fact, are you a bit chilly in here right now? Are you? No? Okay, I am. So I'm gonna show you a little trick, okay? Maintenance. Their extension is 6'4", okay? Hi, buddy. Yeah, do you think maybe you could, you know, just a couple degrees, like 2? Does it really matter that much? Is it really that big of a deal? Just 2 degrees, please. I would love it. You know I would. Yes. A Mars bar, yes. 2:30, okay? Okay. Just make sure you turn it up now. I don't want to wait till 2:30. Okay, yes, I promise. Okay. Bye. Yeah. So that's Buddy. He works in well, we call him Buddy. His name's really well, some people call him Buddy, some people call him Baldy. I like to call him Buddy because I like to be a little nicer than some people are. I'm not too mean. I don't think I'm too mean anyways. His name's really Walt, but we like to call him either Bud or Buddy or Baldy. But yeah, he's sweet. I like him. He's an older guy, and he's been working here for God knows how long. But yeah, if you give him a candy bar, he'll turn up the heat for you. So, you know, keep that in mind. This is somewhat of a transactional place where people try and help each other out with things like that. Don't take it the wrong way. I don't want you to take it that way at all. But sometimes I don't know about some people in this department, that's for sure. But with me, you know, like, I got magazines around here for days. If you ever, you know, want to read something, you need some entertainment, that kind of thing, I'm not really a lending library. It's a bit transactional, so, you know, I'll give you a magazine if you give me something that I need, which in most cases is going to be cigarettes or candy. I love candy. Can you guess why? Yeah, but I don't know. There's other things I like too. I mean, sometimes I need a refresher on my nail polish, that kind of thing. I mean, a free lunch is always fantastic. I love that. I guess I'll tell you a little bit about the building too, just so that you're aware of, you know, what we have here as far as amenities goes, that kind of thing. So in the break room, which I don't know if you've seen the break room yet, it's down the hall around the corner to the right. Yeah. So the break room is going to have a big old vending machine. Most of the time it is stocked to the brim. They really like to keep up on that, which is a huge perk if you ask me. I really don't like to work at a company where I have to go hungry. So half the time they're going to have, you know, savory snacks, and then half the time they're going to have these sweets, you know. It kind of bounces back and forth. They like to keep it stocked to the brim, but by the end of the week, usually it's pretty picked over. So every week we do get a shipment, and every week it is delicious. They really like to keep up on really a variety of snacks. So, you know, they got all the goodies in there. They got the potato chips, they got the candy bars. I love when they put M&Ms and Skittles and stuff like that in there. Oh, now and laters. Oh my God, amazing. We also have a soda machine as well, which is also fantastic. So I love being able to get myself a Coca-Cola. I'm really glad it's Coke products. Makes me happy. And also, just so you know, our vending machine is just a hair more expensive than downstairs. Did you know that? Yeah. So if you are looking to save, you know, 25 cents, go downstairs. They're not going to have as good of a selection, but they are going to have cheaper options. It varies. As you can tell, I keep up on things like snacks and all that. I don't know what important things to consider. I'm trying to think. I mean, you're going to get your desk of your own at some point. You're going to get a telephone, or you're going to get a list of the extensions. You're going to get your own Macintosh. It's something you're not going to get, though. Okay. I brought this in, and I keep it on me. Most of the time, it's a little better hidden than it is right now. I know this says it's a relaxation tape, but I taped over what it was before. Yeah, I don't know. Muscle tension relaxation, autogenic stress relief. I don't know. I got this from my grandma, okay? New tape is expensive. You know how it is. This is drama from workplace stuff. Sometimes I try and smuggle this into my bag, bring it into meetings and stuff like that so that I can, take it back, listen to it later, hear if, like, every time I walked out of the room, maybe someone said a little something, and try and keep all the spicy stuff in here. You wouldn't believe some of the things that I've got on my tapes. But you cannot tell anybody that I have this, much less that I record people at work. I am the eyes and ears of this institution. You remember that? But sometimes I do like to bring in music. It's just that Masha gets really upset about stuff like that. But I always tell her it's for my break, and if she doesn't catch me, then it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, if you ever want to listen to something, let me know. That's another fee, of course. You're going to have to bring me a little something if you want to listen to some music. But yeah, I got stuff like, the Thompson Twins Culture Club, the Bengals. I got Cyndi Lauper. I got just about everything that you could want. I don't have an EMJ. I'm sorry. He's just not my cup of tea. I know there's irony about that with the fact that, he's on the cover here, but I really bought this because we got an issue about the Pretenders. So I won't get into my beef on that. Anywho, lunches are 30 minutes. You've got to take them within the first 5 hours of your shift. But as long as you clock back in after 30 minutes, nobody really cares if you want to take like an extra 15. That's usually what I do, even if it's closer to an hour. It really doesn't matter. Nobody's paying that much of attention, especially when Masha's on leave. That's always fantastic. She went on leave a couple of months ago, I think, because she broke a wrist or something. She's into horseback riding. I don't think she should be horseback riding at her age, but maybe 40 isn't that old. I don't know. Yeah, but she broke her wrist and she was out for a couple months just because, it's so hard to do clerical work when you're, sitting here with all that. But, if I could break my wrist and get a couple months off, I would. Matter of fact, one of these days you might just hear about something like that happening. It's not going to be too hard to make that a reality. But yeah, I also have this guy if you ever want to try and maintain your sanity. If you got questions about your day, anything like that, let's see. Well, sometimes I ask little secret private questions about people in the workplace because, these things, they're real. They tell you the truth. It's kind of scary sometimes, so don't ask anything that you really don't want to know the answer to because you're going to get an answer. But, sometimes the atmosphere changes and there's ebbs and flows and all that, so sometimes you're not going to get the exact answer that you want because, the universe doesn't always want you to know, wants to keep you on your toes. So sometimes I don't get the answers I want and I just keep on asking until I get the answers that I do want. So that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. So what do we got here? The sirens again. God. I mean, you know we're going to be in a noisy part of the city. I mean, knowing your neighborhood, you're used to it at this point. But this wind has been driving me crazy. You hear it whipping out there? Being next to the park is a little scary sometimes, just because, you know, you get the wackos out there, and then you also get those big old trees waving in the wind. It's a little concerning. Anyways, okay, here's a question. Is my car going to be safe in the wind today? I got to drive home, you know. Most likely. God. Okay, you want to ask a question? Okay. You ready? It is decidedly so. So that's something you wanted. I'm going to ask one more question. Oh, am I getting a free lunch today? I hope. Cannot predict now. Man, well, I gotta check the time. Ooh, we are getting close to lunch. Do you want to get takeout? Do you like takeout? I mean, you know, there's a few places in the food court right down the street, and they're pretty good. But yeah, I like when they deliver. There's a Chinese restaurant that's right down the street, and they're really good. You can look at the menu if you want. I'll wait to order. Okay. Give me 1 sec, okay? Hi. Hi, Justin. Yes, hi. I'm sorry. I know I could have walked over, but I've got someone with me today, as you can see. Yeah, I got a train today. It's fine. Did you want anything from the Chinese restaurant? Okay. Really? That's it? You're gonna be kind of boring then, huh? Yeah, I was gonna see if I could get Masha to pay for it, but I don't know if I should ask after, you know, all this. Maybe she'll get it for being the trainee, though, you know? But I could tack something on for you if you want. Do you want the Kung Pao? Okay. Well, let me know. Okay, let me know. Yes, get back to me. Thank you. Bye-bye. He makes fun of me sometimes when I call him when I'm at my desk, since, you know, he's right there. But I think it's fun, you know. I feel important when I use my phone. I mean, what else am I going to use it for apart from ordering Chinese food and asking them to turn the heat up? I mean, this place is kind of boring. There's not a whole lot to do, so I don't really know why they hired another person, to be honest. But, I mean, I'm glad to be in your presence. I hope you feel a little more acquainted with the place now that you got a little bit of the drama. I'd be happy to tell you more stories in the future. I'm sure you're going to hear a lot more from other people, but, you know, you can't always believe other people. It's true. Now, if you always come to me, you're always going to get the truth. I mean, I'm like that 8-ball, you know, I don't tell no lies. Nope. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the scoop I've got for you right now. I'm going to wait on Justin to let me know if he... Oh, wait, no, I'm not waiting on Justin. What am I talking about? That's right. I'm going to have to call Masha again and ask her if maybe she can get us some Chinese. If you want some, did you decide? I might actually have a menu. Let me see. Oh goodness, I do. Here. Let me know if you see anything that you like on there, and we can try and tack it on there. I feel like we have a better chance of getting a free lunch if you order something and it's not just me. Or maybe if you don't get anything, I'll just order 2 of something, and then I'll just say that it's from you. Are you comfortable if I say that? Yeah? Okay, good. Cool. Yeah, but we're going to take our lunch in about 10 minutes here, so in the meantime, we can just sit and look busy. Yeah. It's usually what I do. What? Are you bored? Already? Well, you've been here like half an hour now? I know. It could be long days, very long days. Yep. We're getting there. Do you want a magazine? Okay, fine. We'll get started with, more important stuff after lunch, okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah, long day.